Hey guys, welcome to Bloodlines. I'm Olvaar, and in this video, we're going to go over how any player, regardless of their clan, can unlock Wood Style and how to progress as a Senju all the way up to Deep Force Emergence. Let's get started. The first thing you need to do is locate the Wood Style quest giver. Just head to the Permafrost Plane Chakra Point and follow this path. If you don't have this point unlocked, I explain how to do that in another video. I'll leave a link down below. Try to memorize this path because you're going to make this trip a few times. So to get a wood scroll, you'll need to complete a quest given by the Wise Tree. Before you can even start it, you'll need to meet the following requirements. You will need to have the water and earth skill paths fully unlocked. This is the first elemental Gekkei Genkai in the game, and as you probably know, they're composed of two different chakra natures. You need both of them. You will also need to be either a Senju or a player from a different bloodline that has a Senju Arm implanted. And you will also need a bit of water and earth XP, which you get by using the moves from these elemental skill paths on enemies. The XP requirement isn't very high, so if you get this dialogue when talking to him, just use earth and water moves for a bit and then talk to him again. Anyway, let's go into a bit of detail for the first two initial requirements. If you want to implant a Senju Arm, the first thing you will need to do is find a scalpel. You can find these by doing bosses or corrupted points. They're not easy to find, so you might need to grind for a bit. This item allows you to steal the arms of other players. It's not always guaranteed to work though. If it fails, the person you were trying to scoop won't be able to lose this arm until he ages up again. You can steal anyone's arm, but if you want wood style, you need to find a Senju player. You can identify them by the Senju symbol on their back. You can't steal the arm of a player with Archromo's blessing, so please don't target them. You get a lot of sin for stealing someone's arm, so make sure you don't go over 25 sin, otherwise you'll be exiled from your village for doing this and you'll become a rogue player. If you're a Senju, you'll be targeted a lot because people want your arm. If you happen to get it stolen, you will be able to easily restore your arm after you progress as a Senju. And there's also a way to restore your arm regardless of your bloodline. There's no need to wipe over this. I'll explain it in detail in another video soon. Anyway, once you have a torn Senju arm, you want to follow this path starting from training grounds. You'll need to have a bit of sin to talk to Kabuto, but if you stole the arm yourself and you didn't clear your sins, you should be good. If you traded for it, just make sure you have enough sin to talk to this NPC. Again, if you're an actual Senju, you don't need to do any of this. Before implanting the arm, you'll need to remove yours. All you have to do is talk to him and choose the Remove My Arm dialogue option. Once you've removed your arm, hold out the torn Senju arm and talk to him again. You'll need to pay a lot of Ryo for this procedure. I've never seen this fail, and if there's any requirements, they seem to be pretty low. If you fail the implant, send me a clip and let me know so I can mention it in the pinned comment of this video. Like I mentioned, you'll need to unlock both the water and earth skill paths to get wood style. You can easily get the water and ground gems you need to unlock these paths by doing corrupted points. You'll also need Ryo, chakra shards, and chakra fragments. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I suggest you watch my beginner's guide. I'll leave a link down below. The only thing that might give you some trouble is getting the earth scroll. It's a very simple quest. Go to passageway and follow this path. All you need to do to start this quest is have the earth skill path unlocked and to use earth moves a few times. Not too many though, you can meet this requirement by spamming earth moves for a minute or so. And yeah, when the quest starts, all you have to do is jump on these platforms and get to the end of the path. You'll find the earth scroll there, click on it to pick it up. After you pick up the scroll, the platforms will disappear, so make sure to use smoldering earth and earth wall to avoid falling into the void. And yeah, that's all you need to do to get this scroll. If you've been following the guide so far, and when you try to talk to the Wise Tree, he says, your mastery of nature seems weak, that means you're missing water and earth XP. You don't need an insane amount or anything, just keep doing missions and quests, and then check again after a bit. These water and earth moves actually need to land on an enemy for you to get the XP, I believe. Anyway, once you've done all of that, you can actually start the quest. You'll need to retrieve an evergreen heart for the wise tree. To do this, you'll need to get a scalpel, which like I mentioned is a rare find from corrupted points or bosses. And you'll also need to defeat the wooden golem boss. Just getting into the boss room is a bit tricky. You'll first need to purchase a torch. Go to Bio Bay and follow this path. Press E to open this door and then click on this torch to purchase it for 25 Rio. Then head to the Ascent and follow this path. Turn around and go up this wall. Then drop down slowly so you don't take too much fall damage. And then head into this tunnel. Light up the torch with these Amaterasu flames by clicking on it and then just head back. And yeah, the wooden golem boss room is right next to this area near the Ascent chakra point. You can use this Amaterasu torch to open the gate. When the fight starts, this gate will close, so let your friends join you before you start attacking the boss. You can skip this whole process if you have Itachi MS, just use Amaterasu to burn this gate. Or if you have Obito EMS, you can use intangibilities to phase through it. Anyway, you want to attack the wooden golem to wake him up and start the fight. I'm using Tai, so I like to keep my distance and do long range moves to wear him down. This isn't the only way to fight him or anything, it's just how I do it. He's a big target, so being far away makes it easier for me to see what attacks he's going to do. His wooden dragon attack is pretty easy to perfect block if you're facing him, so try not to turn your back on this boss. He has this attack where he punches the ground, all you have to do is block while he pulls his arm back to perfect block him. If you want to have a chance at soloing this boss, you need to learn the timing on his wooden spire attack. You can also perfect block this attack. Wooden roots is a very dangerous attack, but you can jump over it if you have enough stamina bars. And yeah, just try to keep your distance so you can react to what he's doing. He also does this stomp attack, which you can't perfect block. Don't try to block it like I'm doing here. The correct way of reacting to this move is actually to jump in the air to avoid it. Anyway, I don't recommend trying to solo this boss. He has a lot of HP and it just takes one mistake on your part for other mistakes to start piling up. You're going to need to have the scalpel in your inventory to complete this quest, and you lose the item if you die. You don't want to have to grind for the scalpel again if that happens, so bring some backup to help you out with this boss. Anyway, I barely managed to defeat it on my own, but yeah, it's not worth it. This boss has good drops normally, so if you're lucky, you might be able to get a scalpel here. Anyway, once you defeat the wooden golem, you'll be able to talk to the rooted man. If you have a scalpel in your inventory, you'll be able to remove the evergreen heart. And yeah, once you've done that, head back to the wise tree and hand in the evergreen heart. This item allows you to unlock the part of the wood style skill path that isn't exclusive to Senju. You can do the same quest with a non-Senju bloodline. Also, the evergreen heart is droppable, so if you prefer, you could always just trade for it instead of fighting the boss yourself. And yeah, congrats on getting wood style. These next segments are Senju exclusive progression. To keep going, you'll first need to unlock the wood skills currently available to you. Wooden roots, wooden spire, wood dragon, and wood seal. Once you've done that, if you don't have enough wood XP, the wise tree will just say the wood will remember your name when you try talking to it. If you want to get wood XP so you can start the quest, just use wood moves on enemy players or NPCs. That's all there is to it. It just takes a while. Eventually, when you talk to the wise tree again, you'll be able to start the next quest. Thankfully, it's a lot easier than the previous one in my opinion. To complete it, you will need to seal 3 bosses. You can seal most bosses in the game, so choose whichever 3 you want. Just make sure they're bosses in the actual boss rooms and not from missions or corrupted points. To seal a boss, you will need to break their armor first. Just get them low on HP to do this. Then you want to land 3 wood moves on them very quickly while they're still standing. Each move applies a wood stack. When the enemy has 3 stacks and you land wood seal, you will suppress them. These wood stacks don't last forever, so you have to land the moves quickly. You can do this with every boss, and this isn't how I completed this quest, but I believe you can just seal a boss when he's down, without any need for wood stacks. And yeah, all you need to do now to complete the quest is seal 2 other bosses. They can be different ones to the ones I'm doing, I just found these the easiest to do. Once you've sealed 3 bosses, head back to the Y tree and you'll get Senju Infinity. Once you've unlocked Wood Suppression, you should also get the 2 Senju exclusive passives to be able to start the next quest. Branch Hold, which makes it more difficult for other players to steal your arm, and Limb Spring, which allows you to regrow your arm after aging up once. If you head immediately to the Wise Tree and try talking to him, he'll probably just say the forest breathes easier thanks to you. What you need to do to start the next quest is to get some more wood XP, which again, you get by attacking NPCs or players with wood style moves. Once you've done that, you'll be able to start the quest. What you need to do is very simple to explain, but difficult to pull off. You need to seal a tailed beast. The only tailed beast in the game right now is Shukaku, so that's the one I'll show how to seal. If there's more added, I imagine you'll be able to complete this quest with those 2. Here's the path you need to follow to find Shukaku, starting from Chakra's Edge. This gate right here leads to the arena where you fight Shukaku in. It only opens up when he spawns, which he does at random times and on a long cooldown. But if you find the Beast Tamer and you have Shukaku's tail, which drops from Shukaku itself, you can give it to him and he'll spawn Shukaku for you. I recommend you bring your friends for this fight. Shukaku is a raid boss, and if you try to solo it, you're most likely going to die. There is an in-game prompt when he spawns, so hopefully you can find some players to help you out. I would recommend getting around 5 players at least to fight this boss, but yeah, if you're a new player, don't feel like you need to get D-Force Emergence immediately. It's endgame stuff, and Senju is already strong without it. Anyway, once you defeat him, he'll be down for a few seconds. You need to run up to him and use Wood Seal on him. And yeah, once you've done that, head back to the Y tree one more time to complete the quest. You'll get a second Senju Infinity which you can use to unlock D-Force Emergence. Keep in mind that this move has a very long cooldown. Anyway, thank you so much for watching and I'll see you next time.